Well, we had rain, and it was kind of a crazy rainstorm because it was hit or miss. I was sitting here, we went to Texas Roadhouse for dinner, and I'm looking out the window, and it's raining on one side of the parking lot, but not the other. So it's kind of crazy, but it's made it steamy. So I'm starting to work on my water feature. So here's what we're doing. We roughly laid out the stones and made a circle. Now we're gonna do 3 castle stones high, I believe. So we're gonna set this down in the ground. We need to have the base for the basin sitting in about 8 inches deep of the soil, and we're going to need to make sure that that sits level so that way the water doesn't overflow on it. We're probably going to end up making the outer rim a little bit wider because we want to have space for planting. So we want to have about 4 or 6 inches of space on the outside of it. So right now I'm just trying to dig out the circle, get the basin in there plumb and level, and then I'll go through and figure out how wide I want to make it. So yeah, we got some digging. Now here's where it's really nice. This was a farm. That soil in there is better than any soil that you're going to find anywhere else. So we're going to use that to backfill with. And I'm saving the sod. We're actually going to use the sod over there in a couple of places. So we can dig this down and get our circle in here, and then we'll work on getting it all level and plumb. Okay, so you can see we've got our circle here, our outer circle, and we have our centerpiece here where the tub's going to sit in. And I need to get some more gravel, but I'm going to work on just setting at least the base for now. Let's see if we can stand our phone up right there. So we're level across here, perfect, and we wanted about 6 inches, and we're actually at about 7. So we'll put some of our gravel that we have in there in the bottom, so that way it will level it out. And we'll check and make sure that the tub itself sits flush and level, and we'll put some gravel on there so it'll get it so it's nice and well sat in place. You know what? I don't know what this is. I just found. That look like a belt buckle or something? That feels like it's cloth or something. Is it a bullet? Guys? Did I just find a dum-dum bullet? I think I may have. Let's go wash this off. Feels soft like lead. It's hollow in the back. Wash this sucker off. I don't know. I think I'm going to go down to the museum tomorrow and see, is that a bullet from the Civil War? And maybe, I don't know, it looks, maybe it's a belt buckle. I don't know what it could be. It's definitely bendable. I don't know. But I don't think it's a bullet because... Okay, so that's how our tub's going to sit in there. Now, the castle stones are 9 inches, and this is a little bit deep, which is good because we want to put gravel, a nice bed of gravel in here. Right now, we're at 8 inches for the stones, and I believe our stones that we're using are 9 inches. So we can put a little bit of gravel in there. We want this to be slightly higher on the outer rim, and then we're going to have dirt in between, so that way we have the castle stones proud of it, and the birds will be able to land on top of the stones and walk in there and have the plants and everything else. So our castle stones would go like this. See, this will give us a little planting area, and we have a little bit of a step down. I think I may put just a little bit more gravel in there just to raise it up, maybe just a hair. But then you won't see the tub, but you'll see the faucet pumping into it. I think this is going to work out real good. I do need to get some bags of sand because I want to backfill sand around it and some more gravel, so that way it'll be able to drain out and be able to take good care of the plants. I may make my ring just a little bit bigger so I have a little bit more space for more plants. Okay, so we have our first course of stones in. We have to make it kind of elongated because we have the base for the pump that has to be there. So by the time we put our stones in here, We have that about 4 inches. We'll have more space in the back there to be able to put a little bit more dirt in it. But we'll end up being able to put a few plants on around it, and it'll make it so it's, you know, nice and green around it. I may sheet this out just a little bit more this way and sheet it out a little bit more there. Put maybe one more stone in to make it, just to make sure I have plenty of space for the growing stuff on there. All right, we've got our second course of stones up on here, and I'm going to be a few short because I think I've got 17 that are going around. I think I've got 12 left, but I can get some more tomorrow, along with the sand and some gravel to put on the bottom of it, and then we can backfill all the soil into it, and I think that's going to look pretty good. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, oh, there's my lady. Actually, I'll be back. Going for a walk. Got to get my steps in with my lady, if you know what I mean. And yeah, Eagles, you guys stink. That's right, I said it. I'll have more in a few minutes. Now these castle stones here, not that I'm getting paid by Lowe's or anything. These are from Lowe's though, and it's actually a like cinder block material, but it's rough, coarse looking, so it looks like it's a stone. It's flat on one side, it's kind of irregular on there, but it looks like it's a good old Virginia bluestone. And these are about $1.75 a piece. Actually very, very affordable. And I think it's a good look that we have here. So now we have our space here that we can plant our plants, and we'll end up putting in our water plants. I'm gonna have to go ahead and clean those up. Maybe my wonderful bride, she is fantastic with like water plants. Maybe I can get her to go ahead and plant those for me. That would be great. Well, actually what we have to do is we have to clean off the roots. Clean off the roots so they can go into the planter there with gravel. Oh, I'm loving this. Yeah. And if you could show the camera there, the water plants. So we've got some really interesting one. We have, I call it an elephant ear, but it's probably not an elephant ear.
You call it a spade.
A spade, or yeah, it looks like hand spades. This is a mint, so mint will help keep bugs away. And what? And I call that a corkscrew. I don't know the official names of the plants, but that's what we have. So that'll be in the middle of this. We'll have the water going off of the pump in there, and we'll have the other plants on around. So I think it's going to be a nice look. Oh, it's going to look good. So we have plants like these, which again, these were only cost us $4 a piece because they're end of the season. These are annuals, and so they won't be here for next year, but I think it'll have a good look growing with the greenery around. So I think we'll put this like that. Yeah. Maybe even a little bit higher up on that. So that way the greenery will go around. And again, same thing. I'm cheap or broke, however you want to call it. But give us some color. Oh, I'm getting excited now. So what we're doing is we're using some of these rocks to help keep water from splashing. So if we get a heavy rain, that'll help take the beating, but it'll allow the water to be able to go through there. I think I want to get a canna lily to go in the back here, and we need to get one more of these to go into that space, and I need to get this dirt that's in the bottom out. But we're going to be filling this up soon, and we're going to be trying it out. One other thing I do have to do, no big deal, because I've got the power in the basement I can tap into. But I'm going to put an outdoor outlet here that's a GFI, ground fault interrupter circuit, so that way it'll be able to power this and it'll be good to go. Now with our water plants, what we've done is we have cleaned gravel, washed it out completely. Our plants, we've ended up getting the roots as clean as possible, and they're going to go into our basket here. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, it's always nice. People stop by and it's like, the place looks so good. But I am really digging this. This looks incredible. Now, all together, some of the stuff I actually had the pump for the hydroponics, which is about $40. The fountain piece, my sister-in-law had, so that didn't cost me much. The plants that I got here, they were on clearance. I spent about $50 for those, about $80 for the rocks. I got the tub at Tractor Supply, that was $40, and the water plants in the basket was $50. So altogether, maybe $300 to do this if you're starting from scratch, but a lot of this stuff I already had, so it didn't really cost that much. But once we get this in here, I think it's going to be really good. Now I'm going to use the rocks to help hide the hose over in the corner going down into it. And I might try and see if I can find a flat rock that'll be able to kind of go in there so that way the birds can use it as a stoop, so to speak, to get in there. But I'm excited about this. You can tell. I'm really excited. I do need to make a platform in the middle for the basket to sit on. But other than that, we're almost ready to fill this thing up with water. That's gonna probably get washed in there. Put it, poor baby boss. Or you can put it in just with like on one of the rocks that are around the outside of this, and as we water it, they'll stay damp.